let's start our first circuit with the Raspberry Pi. So first of all, what you can do is put everything you need here on your table. So I will need my breadboard, I will need my Raspberry Pi. Okay, and note that I have completely powered off my Raspberry Pi, and also I have removed the SD card here from the SD card slot. Okay, why did I do that? Because the SD card will go a little bit outside of the board, so when you manipulate it, it may happen that you break the SD card. So it's better always to remove the SD card when you're going to manipulate the Raspberry Pi. Then I have two wires, so I have here male to female wires. Okay, so a black one, okay, male, female, black one that will be used for the ground, and a yellow one or any other color. Just maybe avoid black and red for now, so just take any color you want. And then I have here an LED. Okay, so basic LED. As you can see, the LED has two legs and one of them is shorter. You have a shorter leg, and actually the shorter leg is the negative side of the LED and the longer LED is the positive side of the LED. Okay, so we are going to plug the negative side of the LED to the ground. And then we have a resistor. So this is the 1 kilo ohm resistor. Okay, I have 5 band resistor. So actually like this. So this is the same as I showed you in the previous lesson. Okay, and the resistor has no sense. Okay, so this is not negative or positive. You can just plug any side on the positive or negative side, it doesn't matter. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my breadboard, and first I am going to plug the, well, before the LED, I'm going first to put the ground. So I take my black wire, the male part, and I put it on the, here, on the blue line. Okay, I could put it anywhere on the blue line, just chose to, can put it here. Okay, it doesn't matter. It should be just on the blue line. And then I take my LED. Okay, I can see here I have the shorter leg, okay, shorter leg, which is that one here. So what I'm going to do is put the shorter leg here to a ground pin. Okay, a ground dot. So the shorter leg will be connected to the ground, okay, which is all of that line. And the other leg, actually, I'm going to connect it to another line here. Okay, so the long leg is here connected to line, here it's line 15 or 16, doesn't matter. Okay, and the short leg to the ground. And now I'm going to connect the ground, so this wire, to the ground of the Raspberry Pi. And as you can see here on the image I'm going to provide on the side, you have to go from, so you have two columns here. You have the first one on the inside and the second one on the outside. And we are going to use mostly the one from the inside. Okay, so that will be more convenient. And you have to count until 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to plug the black wire on the 5th GPIO here. Okay, you can see on the 5th pin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is important because if you miss that one, then you are not connected to the ground. Okay, the 4th one is not the ground and the 6th one is not the ground. Only the 5th one. Okay. So now your ground is connected. So you have the ground on the Raspberry Pi, the ground on the breadboard, which is connected to the shorter leg of the LED, which is the negative side. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a resistor, so the 1 kilo ohm resistor, and I'm going to plug it one side connected to the longer LED of the LED. Okay, as you can see here, it's on the same line. So this dot and this dot are connected together. And I'm just going to put it here on another line, not too far away. Okay, so you can see I have put one side of the resistor in the same line as the LED, the long leg, and one side on another here, another dot. And now the final step is simply what I'm going to do. So maybe I'm going to use it like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another, so the yellow wire here, the male, into here. Okay, so on the same line as the resistor here. And now the female connector, I'm going to put it just after the ground one. So it should be on the 6th pin from the top, okay, and on the inside side of the Raspberry Pi. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have the ground, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you have the wire which is connected to the resistor here, okay? So once you have correctly plugged the ground, the rest is easy because it's just the following one of the inside. And now the setup is finished, so to double check it, we can simply see that, okay, first let's check the ground. We have the ground here which is going there. Then we have the ground which is connected to the shorter leg of the LED, which is the negative side. Then it goes through the LED, the long leg, which is the positive side, and then it's connected to one side of the resistor here. The resistor is then connected to that dot, and we have the yellow wire which is connected to the other side of the resistor, and then coming back to this GPIO here that we're going to see how to use it in the next section. So the setup is now finished. So what you can do next is, once you are sure that everything is correct, you can put back the SD card here, okay, put it on a flat surface, put back the SD card, and then you can power on the Raspberry Pi.